You ever seen any voter fraud?
Yeah, me. I did it.
You committed voter fraud? What'd you do?
Voted twice for Trump.
Really?
4 years ago, yes.
Hi, this is comedian Alonzo Bodden with another Rebel HQ TYT video. Now, I am recording this on Election Day, but as of right now, I don't have any results. So I don't know if democracy has survived, and I don't know if somebody's saying, hello, Senator Herschel Walker. Ooh, I hope not, but I don't know. I do know this, that on Election Day back in 2016, I was at the TYT desk when Trump was elected, and that's why I'll do this video, but I'm not going down to TYT, because who knows, I might be the jinx. Now, in honor of Election Day, we've got a little video here of a MAGA supporter who admitted she voted twice. Yes, the MAGAs are definitely not the sharpest knives in the drawer, but hey, she apparently served her time, so she's happy to admit it. Now, the funny thing to me is she says if she had voted twice for Hillary, she'd have got a medal. Well, yes, they did actually give out medals voting twice for Hillary, and we learned because all of us Democrats voted twice for Biden, and he won. Thank you, MAGA.
Now, if I had voted for Hillary, I would have got a gold medal.
But you voted for Trump twice.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I learned the hard way not to do it.
But did you wear a mustache or anything?
No, it was
walked
two
in?
different places. I went to a different place.
Of course, I'm joking, because you know if a Democrat had voted twice, he'd have been caught, drawn, and quartered, or whatever it is they want to do to Democrats who vote twice. No, the fraud is always on the Republican side. Now listen, I don't know what's in the MAGA Kool-Aid, but it must be delicious, because they love hanging on to this voter fraud thing, when in actuality, they're the ones who keep getting caught committing fraud, whether it be North Carolina where they're throwing away mail-in ballots, or down in Florida where people tend to vote for their mom who passed away some years ago, or maybe it's candidates who live in Texas yet run for Senate in Georgia, or live in New Jersey and run for Senate in Pennsylvania. You name a fraud, they got it. As for catching Democrats, well, in Arizona, they're standing by the polls, dressed in their fatigues, holding guns, and they haven't shot anyone yet, so I don't suppose they've caught anyone. However, there is a bit of a problem down in Georgia.
A different time. I voted
Yeah.
one time, like maybe a couple weeks later, trying to vote at another place, someplace else.
I don't know. I'm having like a big crisis because I honestly thought it was like libs that were doing it.
yeah.
Down in Georgia, we were worried about them not being able to give water to people waiting in line to vote. But there's something much more dangerous going on. SB 202, which allows any voter to challenge any other voter's right to vote. I think you can see where this is going. Yes, the Republicans have challenged 149,000 people's right to vote. Interestingly, these people happen to be black or young, people who normally would vote Democrat. And there's a case going on because they challenged a guy who happened to be a major in the Army, and he ain't having it. But to put it simply, they challenge your right to vote. Then you have to prove that you're a citizen and that you have an address. You have to go to the registrar's office and prove that you have a right to vote. It's called challenging the challenge. That's right. And it's making it very difficult for people to vote. Some people won't know they're challenged until they actually go to the polls. Yeah, this is another Republican technique, and it's led by a man named Alton Russell. He's the chairman of the Republican Party in Columbus, Georgia. And he likes to dress up like a sheriff. Why? Because they call these guys and women vigilantes. Yeah, vigilantes watching the vote. He's challenged over 4,000 people. They've challenged 149,000 people. Oh, by the way, how many fraudulent voters have they found? None. So we know how this is going to go, and it's kind of weird recording this a day in advance or on Election Day, because by the time you see this, the courts will already be tied up with all these different elections and all these challenges, this mess down in Georgia. These people have voted or voted by mail. They thought they voted, now they're being challenged, but they were challenged before elect, blah, blah, blah. Once again, the Republicans show they will do anything to win an election except get more votes in the election. Oh, can't do that. Can't give policy and give people a decision, something to vote for, something to hold you accountable to. No, you just come out and say words like freedom, and they all come running, and then you give them some of that MAGA Kool-Aid, and then they do everything they can to invalidate other people's votes. This is ridiculous, but of course with this Supreme Court, nothing's going to change. Man, I wish I had voted 3 times for Hillary. Then she could have won, and she could have put some reasonable justices on the Supreme Court, and America would be America again. Nope!